these are the people that's gonna give advice about marriage. I'm gonna start giving advice about how to have sexual intercourse between a man and a woman. I'm gonna start giving advice on coitus because I'm the poster child for male, female, penis into vagina relationships. Or better yet, I'm start giving advice on lesbian relationships because I'm the poster child for all things women and lesbian sex. You see how implausible and silly that sounds?
He said, I'm not making this up. The exact quote was, quote, to be even clearer. Like, in the quote, like, bitch, just so you don't get mixed up. So you understand. We ain't get that shit. We don't even get that shit out no more. Because ain't none of these rappers worth shit. And we stopped giving the shit out. Because all you hoes end up being ain't shit ass motherfuckers. And so we ain't giving that shit out no more. That's what they said.
They're on that campus and really get the help that she needs so she can't just run out the house every chance she get and take a bump or go on a bender with her fellow bases down to the crack house. You didn't think to do that. But we're supposed to see your, rehab treatment facilities is incredible. But you got a whole base in your house. I don't mean to call your mama a basa, but it's basa-like tendencies. I mean, make it make sense.
I know these. I'm never wrong about these things. I'm never wrong. He doesn't want the cooter. He wants dick. That's what he wants.
Why can't he want both though?
He don't want the cooter.
We, the viewing public, don't want you to have a moment. The less of you we have, the better. Baby, we don't want to pause you, honey. You can save all.
El Teddy, did you put it? Did you share it on your Instagram?
Friends that see it for you. Us, the viewing public, us sighted people, we don't see it for you.
It's in the news. And Pete said y'all made him feel bad when he was over there on SNL because all y'all did was talk about his big donkey dick.
This was a no boo. I'm gonna make sure I take care of you. Make sure this is good for you. I'm gonna grab this little condom, put it in your mouth, make you put it on my dick with your mouth. I'm gonna grab this little lube after I bend you over and make sure it's good for you. There's no reconciliation in sight. So at this point, I see you all are just trying to argue about what it is that happened.
But it may come out as too pro-black. Some people may, fuck it, I'm gonna say it. The cracker crash out happened this weekend. Damn it, I said it. Fuck it. Them bastards don't care. I don't care either.
Wow. Wow.
The cracker crash out.
Wow.
The fuck shit fellowship. The racist rally.
Oh.
Wow. I don't think she got a lamb squad to begin with because the bitch always look a fucking mess anyway. And nobody anywhere that has anything to do with cosmetology and beauty should ever lay claim on having anything to do with Giselle, her makeup, her hair, or her fashions. If it's people out there claiming it, hey, go ahead, get it how you live, buddy. It ain't even like she got that much money to be paying y'all like that. Y'all a mess. A broke hoe who always comes out looking a fucking mess, and you want to claim that? Girl, just no means no, and yes means no.
Well, hello. Hey.
Hey, I mean, we've had some technical difficulties and everything else. Hi, how are you?
I know. We've had technical difficulties, but nevertheless,
I mean,
here we
life
are.
happened. Yeah, life happened. Is that
Here
me?
we are.
What
Huh?
with you?
Is that me? That sound? Is that me?
Yes.
No, it's not. Cause
Hold on. Let me go on mute.
What sound you hearing?
Abby, go on mute. It's Abby, but it sounds like it's like a fan or something. Okay, this is some sensitive. You're muted, El Teddy.
That's how yours was sounding too.
No, I
Really,
know. As I said, it's some
I'm trying
sensitive
to
stuff.
figure out how to do the link thing. I don't know how to do that. On my
On
stories
my mama,
reels,
on
on
my
my
hood.
stories reel. Am I supposed to click those three buttons?
You mean to add the link?
Uh-huh.
Praise him.
You could just tell me.
I need to.
See, y'all see what I have to go through? I mean, she could just say yes, click the three buttons.
Cause I don't
Hey,
know.
everybody in the chat. You don't know how to put a link?
I know how to put a link, but I did this update and they done moved everything around. I need a minute.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't know maybe.
Child.
Oh, I don't know.
Is that it right there? No, that's not it.
Is it under?
Child.
Hold on. Hold on. Is it location? No. Hold on.
What the
This how you
fuck?
know. This how you know we old.
Right, because they done did this update, child, and I can't find it. Shit. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, hold on. So when you're doing
What
your
we doing?
story,
Uh-huh.
What are we supposed to be doing?
I'm trying to put the link to it on
he's
my
trying to put the
Instagram
link out.
story, and I don't know how. And Abby is like, I don't know how either. Like, why are you bothering me? Oh. Hey y'all, hey everybody that's coming in while we're figuring this out. Welcome to L Teddy 27 officials channel. And we are here for Chasing Atlanta, season 7, episode 13, the reunion part 2. Uh Needless to say, we have thoughts. Let me say hey to y'all. Hey, the informed, Janae, Miss Felicia, Ravine, Chuck, Serenity, and all my hall monitors in the building. Walk the halls, please. Walk the halls. The hall monitors, y'all know what that means. Walk the halls, hall monitors. Y'all know I don't question y'all. Please walk the halls. Walk them heavy. Hey, Mr. Larry. Hey, Miss Baythang. Hey, Candace F. Shout. Spicy Original, what's going on, boo? Hey, Carl, what's going on over in London? How y'all doing over across the pond? Hey, Simera. Hey,
All
Church.
right, I put it on my channel and I just tagged you. Just share it,
Hey,
child. Just share
Cheryl.
it.
But I still want to know how to do it. Hey,
I'll show
Complex
you.
613. Tawana, what's going on? Child. Hey, Cheryl. Child. Did you click the 3 buttons?
No, you hit the little. It's like a little picture.
Oh, for
You hit
stickers.
that. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
What up, Cheryl? I have to go to my second job at the strip club since Really Be just added more trips for the year. Don't do me. I got look. I'm gonna be right beside you on the pole, honey. I'm gonna be right beside you.
All it gives me is stickers. See? Like this.
No, the little. Oh, can you just share it and I'll show you afterwards so we can get started.
Oh, okay.
It's the little. It looks like a little. I don't know how to describe it. I said it looks like a little picture. I don't know what else to say.
Okay.
We still stuck on adding the link.
Yes, because we old.
Well, I'm trying to explain it to him, but I just need to.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all
Hold
right.
on. So for the Instagrams, if you try to add the link on your story,
Yeah.
okay.
Is it under mentions? No.
No.
Whatever. We here. If you here or not, I don't give a shit at this point.
So
Fuck it.
you hit the little sticker
When I
and
hit the sticker, it
You
gives
don't
me
see the
all
thing
these
that says
stickers.
link.
Mm-mm.
You don't see link.
Mm-mm.
All right.
you don't see it's right there. When you go to your sticker and it give you all the options, links
Uh-huh.
is right here. It's right.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I got you. That's
And
a
then you
weird place to put it.
that's where it's always been for me.
I don't know. I don't know. Don't make me lie. I don't know. I don't do this all the time. The hell? All right. There we go. All right. We here. Hey Abby, what's going on, sweetheart? Hey Really B, what's going on, my love?
Hey,
We're old. That's what's going on.
Look,
so old.
we've been over here like 10 minutes trying to figure this shit out.
Oh
You see
God.
this, Abby?
I don't care about them damn motherfucking notes. I am Dominique Morgan to the bullshit. Yeah.
Hey, Savon. Hey, little baby. Hall monitors, please walk the halls. Walk the halls, please. Hall monitors. Y'all already know. Y'all know I do not question y'all. Why is the Bay calling me?
Oh, hey, bae.
Ciao.
Tell the bae I said hi.
Ciao. Hold on. Let me text him. He does interrupt the regularly scheduled broadcast. Anyway, um, so, yeah, we're here. All right. Chasing Atlanta, season 7, episode 13, reunion part 2. Listen, listen, listen. If you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby. That's what Michael Jackson told us and want to be starting something. And I mentioned that because it's a allegory for if you can't handle the situation, then don't get yourself in a situation. And I feel like this show.
The confusion on the both of us.
I'm like, what?
Because we tried to wait for you to bring it around, but
Hey,
Because I'm waiting for him to land his plane, but I'm a little afraid. I'm a little afraid.
no, don't be afraid. Michael Jackson don't want to be starting something. Say, if you can't feed your baby, then don't
We
have a
know
baby.
that. We're
Okay,
with
so
you.
that is an allegory for if you can't handle the situation, don't get yourself in the fucking situation. And I say that because if we go all the way back to the very first review panel that we had as a trio, I told you people this was not going to work. I said that from day one. I said these people are not well enough in the head. They are not. They don't have the intellectual wherewithal. They are not. They don't have enough exposure. They don't have enough experience. They don't have enough emotional intelligence to handle any of this. But here the fuck we are. Here the fuck we are. So we start off. Let's just dive right in, I guess. Let's just dive right in.
Okay. We're gonna dive on that carpet like Dominique Morgan.
Wow, because she did.
Baby. She was committed to that moment. She was committed to that
And
moment.
that's where we start. We start with Dominic Morgan doing a swan dive onto that goddamn floor. I was like, ma'am, why you on the ground? The way she was on this here ground. Like, lady, why you on the ground for
I
a
didn't
gutter
understand that
snipe
moment.
troglodyte? Okay, a gutter snipe troglodyte. You on the ground, but there's no space time continuum where Nova would ever have me on the ground trying to assist her with anything. I'm sorry.
A
I'm,
sister
I'm
with an
sorry.
ass whooping.
Oh well, then there's that. So this because we left off episode 1, Noel and Nova are going at it. Dominique is on the ground trying to talk to Nova. Dominique tell Nova that she showed her whole ass just now for no damn reason when there are more important things to talk about. And she mentioned several, trans issues that were going on at the time across the country, like in Kansas, where they canceled the driver licenses of trans people, and states where they're not being able to be provided with health care and all types of stuff. She listed a list of things. Dominic Morgan then reminded Nova of what she said because Nova said that she's allegedly, and I'm putting up my quotation fingers, concerned about how trans people are represented on TV.
But then
but
she turned around
you
and said
carry
she
it
don't
on.
represent trans people. She
Right.
just represent herself.
No, it gets better, really, B. And when Morgan reminded her of this, then she says, "Oh, well, it's not fair to put the representation of all trans women on me. I represent myself and not everybody else. But it's fair for you to castigate all women because of your issues with one woman, Althea. You can't have it both ways. You raggedy ass troglodyte. You can't have it both ways. Like everything she said was a contradiction of itself. It was so stupid. And to me, again, and I'm going to say this with the fullness of my chest, it's the stupidity of what she says that makes her stupid, and it makes the people trying to defend her and her stupidity look exponentially more stupid. All of those people defending her are the least of us. These are the stupid bitches that are still sitting in the back of class looking for somebody to tell them how to get to fucking Sesame Street. I don't have time. And let me say this too, because there's a lot of gay people and trans people speaking on this topic looking for cis het women to give them cover and go along with their fuck shit. In the same way, MAGA nuts look for the Candace Owenses of the world and the Tim Scotts of the world to give them cover for their racism and bigotry. And they push them up to the black community to say, oh, we're not racist. Look at Tim Scott. Look at Candace Owens. That's the same way you have some cisgendered heterosexual women that are being propped up to give cover to fuck shit and fuckery happening on this topic. And people are being willfully obtuse on this. It's stupid to me.
So you saying it's like when white people be like, I can't be racist, I have a black friend?
Exactly. No, no, no. It's not that same thing. I'm saying it would be like you having that black friend come up and say that you're not racist as a white person. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. So, because I've seen it, you've seen it where we've seen some women, black women, or women of other races and nationalities that have come up and spoke on this topic, and I know y'all have seen them. Oh, and they try to give exceptions and talk through this as if there's a way to make this shit make sense, really be. And I just can't make it make sense, really be. I'm just saying.
So here's what I'm gonna say about the situation. And actually, you actually did a really good job the other morning in our group chat, in the Justice League group chat, articulating. I felt like you really said what I wanted to articulate, and you used the words. So this is what I'm gonna say. As a black, natural born woman, and that's not meant to insult anyone, that is meant to identify who I am in this conversation. When you hear someone say, I hate women, and they put no caveat on it. This is what I always tell people, because people always seem to understand black and white. Take away woman and add black. If Nova in that moment had said, I hate black people, we will be having a different conversation. But because she said, I hate fish, I hate women, you guys, the people that are defending her, are blowing it off like it's not a big deal. But had she said, I hate black people, it would be a different conversation. It's the same as when they were trying to talk to her and identify her and say, well, these black women. And she said, I'm not black, I'm Puerto Rican. That is a way for her to separate herself from who Althea is for no other reason than to identify that she is not like us. Sorry, not sorry. So when Dominique Morgan asked this woman, do you use the N word? And she
Oh, we no, no,
said,
no. We ain't
yes.
got that yet. That's later on. We'll get to the N word because I
Okay,
got some thoughts on
I
that too.
went
I
too
got a
far.
whole
Okay, let
video.
me put a
Okay.
pin in that.
Yeah, yeah. Put a
So
pin in that. Put a pin
okay,
in
I'm gonna
that.
put a pin in that. So as a black woman, when I hear somebody say I hate women, and there's no caveat to that, and at no point in the season did she correct herself. You're sitting at this reunion, and I feel like as Dominique Morgan was going down her checklist of all of the Nova isms of the season, I feel like somebody got in Nova's ear before the reunion and said, "Girl, just apologize." Because your apologies were so insincere. And it didn't seem to feel like you meant it. You were like, "Of course I didn't mean all black women. I mean, I was raised by a black woman." Wait, what? This the first that we're hearing of this? You were raised by a black woman? Huh. And so
Which doesn't make
everything she
it's
said,
so
it was with
incongruent.
right. With everything she said, it was with this nonchalant throwaway attitude. Even with like when Noel said, you sat here and said that you apologized, but then you doubled down on it on
Mm-hmm.
in your confessional, and we know they filmed confessionals after the
Well after.
season. And just like she lied in the first part of the reunion, she lied on Tony. Like, you are so insincere. You sat there and lied about the whole ballroom situation. You said, "Well, in the moment, I really did think she said I could walk. But when I went back and as I was watching the season back, I realized that she didn't say that. So I do apologize for that."
We go.
But wait a minute. But we got a whole text message of you saying you knew you weren't supposed to walk. You were just trying to do a little something, something for the show and add a little drama. You're a liar. And that's why nothing you said I don't give a fuck about, because you're a fucking liar. You don't mean anything you're saying, and you're insincere. And that's why when everybody says give her grace, give her grace, give her,
No
I don't
grace.
have no fucking grace.
We don't have no grace, none. But I know I wanna because I got some videos for certain things, so I do want us to kind of timeline some of this so we can make sure. But I'm glad you mentioned that. Now what I said on the because you all are not privy to our voice to our group chat, but what I said on the group
El
chat.
Teddy, it's not cold. Take that hood off,
Why I can't have my fucking hood
because
on?
it's not cold.
Damn it.
Go ahead.
What I believe I said on the group chat was what did I say on the group chat?
You want me to play it? I can play it.
I can play it. Let me play it. Hold on. Let me play what I said. Here's what I said on the group chat.
Because it was actually so succinct, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, yes. Yes.
Okay, here's the group
Perfect."
chat. And according to the group chat, here's what I said. Hold on. See if y'all can hear this.
Look, make sure you don't play the wrong voice notes. We
Thought
be in
on
there
this
cutting up.
is, I think with the Nova,
Hold on, let me go back.
my
It is
first
right
thought on this is, I think with the Nova Althea situation, the only person in this whole scenario that's a cis het woman is Althea. So nobody on that cast is going to see it the way Althea does, because they cannot relate, because none of them are cisgendered heterosexual women. Now, at the same time, the largest segment of the population that watches this show is cisgendered heterosexual women. So you have, on one front, disrespected an entire segment, the largest segment of your viewership, but nobody on the cast sees it the way that they do, because nobody on the cast except for Althea fits into that particular segment of the population. I think it would hit different if they understood. Here's an example. If we go back to season 1 of Chasing LA, remember they had the white boy rapper? I can't remember the little white boy name. If that white boy goes out of his way and starts calling black people on the show the N-word, then doubles down and triples down on it, everybody would be outraged. In the same way people were outraged in the situation with the Delicious girl on G Status. Why was there so much outrage and everybody understood the outrage? Because we all are black and fit into that population, so we felt it differently. Even when the Delicious girl friends tried to defend her, nobody was accepting their defense, because everybody felt that racism and bigotry because we are all black.
Wait, one
My
more.
last point is, I think it's negligent for production to allow this to fester like this. I feel a big part of this is production, and they're being given too much grace. Because like I said in my first point, your largest viewership is from cisgendered heterosexual women. And you went out and allowed that entire population of people to be disrespected and thought that it was going to go okay. And you're enjoying the clicks and views and all of that stuff. At what cost? At the cost of completely alienating your largest segment of viewership. That's just not smart business wise.
You know what it's like, really, B? Remember how Bravo eventually got rid of the Grand Dragon, Kim Zolciak, off of Atlanta? And we all, and people have been calling them out on her and her, racism, microaggressions, and all of the fuck shit and fuckery because you're alienating the bulk of your of your viewership. It's just not smart business. Even if you don't give a damn about that population themselves, it's not it doesn't make business sense for you to go and say, let me just let this linger out there and we just disrespect black women, and black women are the largest consumers of what the fuck we're doing. Like, that just doesn't make good business sense. But why do I expect these people to have this? Anyway, Dominique Morgan says she did on the ground, still on the ground, said to Nova, as quote, as a black trans woman, how do we talk about these conversations without going to reads about gender? End of quote. That was a direct quote. She didn't have no answers to nothing. And so they started talking about Noel and Nova and the lemon squeeze situation where Nova called Noel Medea, and Nova called her out and said, Noel called her out, excuse me, and said, no, 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 you didn't have that smoke for Ken. And he presents the same fucking way that I do.
Exactly. And
And
she
and
didn't
and,
and didn't say nothing.
and didn't say nothing. And Dominique says, but you're different. And I don't think they tried to hear what Dominique Morgan was saying in that moment. I understood exactly what Dominique Morgan was saying. Y'all don't present the same. And she said, Ken presents as a mean femme queen. Noel does not
Ooh,
present
and
that
did
way.
you see Ken get offended by
He
that?
was offended by that. Kim was like,
But you
"Oh
shouldn't
no,
be because that's who
don't
you
push
were this
that
whole
narrative.
season.
That's
But
what you
that's who you
did
were
all
this whole
season.
season. You were a mean girl this whole fucking
You were a
season.
mean femme queen." And
And I don't understand why you were offended by the mirror that was placed in front of your face because that's what people have been trying to tell you this
yeah,
whole season. At the end of the day, listen, it's nothing wrong with saying I don't want to hang with that person. We all hang with who the hell we want to hang with. But what you can't do is get mad at my response to your behavior. I'm responding to what you're showing me. If you want me to feel differently, show me something different.
and Dominic Morgan so eloquently even tried to point out even how you're presenting today, how you dress, how you present. It is giving that off. You can't shake that. She didn't want to hear it. Girl, you are who you are.
No, Kendall didn't want to hear, but Kendall, you are a mean girl. Sorry, not
Mhm.
sorry. And you were mean the entire season.
And Nova, as we can see from the first time we met her, wants to be a mean girl. She wants to present herself as this elitist mean girl that can look down on people because they are not like her. And Kendall represented that to her. So she was never going to look at Kendall the same way she looked at Noel, because she looked at Noel. Remember when she first listed the elites, when she was on the phone with that fake therapist, she never listed Noel in that list. A mess.
No. Yeah. I mean, Kendall and Nova were mean girls the whole fucking season.
Dominic also brought up the situation with Nova immediately calling Noel a cross dresser. And there's a whole that's a whole they didn't
Stigma
really
to
get
that
to
too.
go into that, but you as a trans woman calling a femme presenting gay man a cross dresser, that's some pain that you got to settle and reconcile yourself, because I'm
Right.
sure over the course of your life you've been called a cross dresser many
But
times and
that's
you ain't
but you
willing
know
to admit
what? Maybe not, El Teddy. And this is see, here's the problem. Again, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna compare it to black and white,
it.
right? I deal with I don't care the generations, but I deal with teenagers, right?
Hmm.
And having conversations with teenagers, seeing the blatant racism that we're dealing with right now in our country
Mm-hmm.
is like an eye opener to them, that because it's new to them, right? It's like, oh my gosh, that person really said blah blah blah. Oh my gosh. And remember, Nova just started transitioning. So I understanding the stigma behind the term cross-dresser, because that is the stigma that they use for
Yeah.
trans people for years.
Yeah.
And that was the throwaway term, and those were the laws that were written, that you weren't allowed to wear more than 3 pieces of female clothing or 3 pieces of male clothing, or you could be arrested, right? That
Mm-hmm.
whole there's a history to that she doesn't fucking know and understand, because
Yeah.
she doesn't know and understand her own community. But you want to sit here and beat up Althea for not knowing and understanding. Girl, you don't
You
know and
don't know your
understand,
own.
because you would understand that term is very
Is
much a
offensive.
throwaway term that was used to identify who you are as a trans
Mm-hmm.
woman today. And so once again, I feel like we don't y'all want us to keep giving this girl grace, but nobody wants to get. And I'm not saying Althea is perfect by any stretch. There were some things she could have done differently as well, but you want us to keep extending grace to her, but you don't want to give any grace to Althea, and she's doing a lot of the same shit that Althea is doing. You mad because Althea misgendered you, but what did you do to Noel? What did you do to him? You
Meanwhile,
reduced. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Meanwhile,
I'm just
Noel never did anything. In the beginning of their relationship, she talked about Noel first. She was the one that
Right,
called that
she
man.
started, but she
She
starts it
started
all
the
the time.
whole
She
situation.
started it with Althea. She
Yeah.
started it with Noel. She started it with now, even though her and Carl and them are cool now, she started it with she starts it all the time. Nobody was fucking with you. She started it with Tony. Tony just didn't give her the energy back, but she really tried to pick a problem with Tony,
Mm-hmm.
and she backed up off of Tony quick.
And what she's depending on is the same fuck shit that we've been seeing all season. Everybody's saying, give her grace. Oh, that's just her. Look beyond that. Fuck that shit. Cause bitch, you gonna get drugged up and down the streets by somebody who's gonna be like, girl, I'm not here for this fuck shit. I'm just saying, moving on. Dominic Morgan then brings up Nova calling Noel. Oh, I said that part. Then they
Because we
get
have notes. We have notes, y'all,
yeah,
so we know where we left off.
we know where we
Look
left
at Abby face. Look at Abby face.
We get into the Nova Althea situation much more this time because they talk about the whole baby daddy situation where Althea said she didn't feel like it was something that should have been on camera because they were off camera, but they just had mics on. She thought they were just having a conversation among friends. Now, I have receipts because this whore they talked about the game night with the BV comment, and this whore said that Althea got slick at the mouth with her first. That's not how that happened. I have receipts. Where's the video? Hold on.
Roll that beautiful bean footage, El Taddy.
Here's the video.
I was like confused, like what it is.
Bacterial vaginosis?
Yeah.
Correct.
And I might have shoot her off and been like, yeah, that's something y'all gotta deal with, like, you know? And then she response back to me was, yeah, ladies. But then everyone watching it back, they were like, oh, she's just telling Nova. She was just saying that's what ladies get. No, there's a way to say it. There's a way to say things. If I tell a girl, ooh, girl, you look so cute today. Or if I be like, girl, you look cute. Those same thing, two different ways to say it. She said it because she knew what she was saying.
Oh, I got my nose here.
Mine says, take a shot if you ever had BV or if you ever got some BV pussy.
I ain't never got BV. BV pussy.
I don't know what that is.
Bacterial vaginosis.
We wear tight panties.
Yeast infection. Like a yeast infection.
It's called, yeah, you would know about that.
Like B as in Bravo?
We don't know
Yeah,
that.
as in, like ladies.
No, I don't got no BV ever issue. That's the beauty of being a trans woman.
So did y'all catch that?
There's the receipts, bitch.
So
She came at Althea
Althea
first.
never said shit to you. She was actually trying to educate y'all ass and explain what the fuck it was. And she even took a drink, letting y'all know,
But
hey,
no,
I've had this.
even before Althea said, as in ladies, she said, "Oh, y'all deal with that. I don't got to deal with that. You were the one that
Right.
were off-putting. You were the one trying to take a dig at that woman. She didn't even do nothing to you and say nothing to you. You did that. You're the horrible troglodyte. You're horrible inside and out. That's who you are. You're a horrible, awful person. You're a troglodyte. That's exactly what you are. You're just an awful person. Awful. The woman did not do a day. And for all of those people out here continuing to say, oh, what she shouldn't have said
He
that to
said,
her. She didn't say a fuck thing to that woman. Not a fuck
sure
thing.
didn't.
Don't come over
Sure
here
didn't.
talking about, oh, y'all ain't see this, y'all ain't see that. According to Nova, that moment right there is where she started having a problem with Althea. That moment right there is the only reason she ever brought up Althea's baby daddy. So what that means is you never had a reason to bring up that woman's baby daddy. You never had a reason to have a fault with that woman. You are just a horrible ass person. Yeah, go ahead, Really B. I'm sorry.
I actually want to take it back a step further because when people's words mean things, and when people show you who they are, I believe you the first time. As El Teddy, as Ebby so eloquently quoted, in the group chat, which she misquoted but quoted at the same time. I believe Nova when she says she don't like women. So I think Nova had an issue with Althea from the word go. And
Yep.
I think she was just waiting for the moment. I
Hmm.
think she had a problem because I think just like a lot of other people have an issue with Nova being in this, with Althea being in this space. I think Nova, because you don't like women, and I believe you when you say you don't like women, I believe she never wanted Althea in that space. And I feel like she was looking for the moment. Because remember, she was picking on Althea all night, telling her she looked dirty. Like it was all night. Until finally it was the baby daddy conversation. Which that was a total misquote as well. Althea did not say that her baby daddy was gay for pay. Noelle said gay for pay. What she said was that her baby daddy sells stuff on OnlyFans, and I guess he don't care whether it's a man or a woman buying it. But shit, if I was putting content on OnlyFans, I wouldn't give a damn if it was a man or a woman buying it either. Pay my subscription fee, and I don't care.
Let's really get down to the
So
crux of this.
again, and Noel even admitted he was the one that said gay for
Hmm.
pay. So for all these people that's out here like, well, she said it. She said that's not what she said.
He didn't. I have my own thoughts on where this comes from. Sis has mommy issues. Her mom kicked her out. She might have been struggling with her gender identity or having gender dysphoria, whatever she may have been going through psychologically at that time. And she may have been looking for her mother to protect her from whatever her father had going on with her. And when the mom kicked her out, that's there starts the mommy issues. Now, you told us that there was a Jamaican woman that brought you in. I find it really interesting that you have all of this consternation for black women, and it was allegedly, according to you, a black woman that let you in at 16. Here's my thoughts, really being. Now, I could be flying off the handle and just going off the top of my head. I don't even think that time was as good as she claims it was. You make it a point to say that because later on we'll get there. She talks about Caribbean people. Her parents are Caribbean, and even the lady that took her in are Caribbean. We know the stigma behind the Rainbow Coalition compound by people, and I don't want to cast a shadow on all people from the Caribbean because there are some great people in the Caribbean that love the Rainbow Coalition compound, that are allies for the Rainbow Coalition compound, but there are equally as many people that have done some awful things to people in the Rainbow Coalition compound. I wonder if maybe that Jamaican woman didn't kick her out, but I wonder if there were some verbal abuse or some things that may have been said that may not have made life uncomfortable, even in this second stint after she was kicked out by her mom, because we know she has issue with her mom and dad. But now you're this black woman may have touched too much close to home for when you were living with that Jamaican woman. If she in tow also may have made you feel some kind of way about being gay and things like that, because from what you told us, you were not trans at that time. From what she told us earlier in the season, she didn't start transitioning until recently because she already had a
Right.
boyfriend and he left her because she was
Right. She said, I think she said like within the last year.
okay. So at this point, it might be like the last 2 years or so. But the point that I'm making is, there may have also been issues with that Jamaican woman, with her being gay. I don't know. But you got a lot of smoke for a whole lot of people, ma'am, and people ain't did a fuck thing to you. I just wanted to make sure I played that clip.
No,
So
and I appreciate it. And if I so somebody said I misquoted the hot mic moment. If I misquoted it, that's I apologize because I don't want to get no argument. If I misquoted it, if she said that she found out her baby daddy was DL, then that's fine. But again, I still, and here's the thing. As somebody who watches and reviews a lot of reality television, yes, if you get caught on a hot mic, that's on you. We've seen it happen on other shows, and yes, it can be used as whatever it can be used as. My issue isn't that Nova brought it up. My issue, because I feel you said it. So my issue isn't even that you brought it up. My issue, once again, is the fact that you brought it up to embarrass her. You brought it up to hurt her. You brought it up as a way to chastise and put her on blast. That's my issue. Again, it's fair game. You're right. She said it. They caught it on the hot mic. It's fair game. But the way in which Nova used it as a weapon against Althea, once again, just goes to the conversation that you have an issue with this woman. Because let's be clear, it was a whole lot of people that heard what she said because she was talking to a whole group of people. She wasn't just talking to to Nova. But Nova is the only person that used it as a weapon against her. That's the point. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back.
And I think
That's my dinner.
Nova was just looking for a moment. She needed a moment so that she could go and talk sideways to this black woman. You told us over and over and over all season that you have issues with women. And because up until that point, this woman had done nothing but been nice to you. She had been nice to you. Althea even talked later on in the episode about having to, at the beginning she felt like she was walking on eggshells, excuse me, so as not to make anybody feel bad, and so as to not make anybody feel any kind of way. Up until that point, Althea had done nothing to that woman but be nice to her. Y'all, they had the whole modeling situation and anything. So I feel like in the recesses and repository of this woman's brain, mind, body, soul, and heart, she was looking for a reason to say, I bet you this woman gonna find a way to say something. She was already expecting for this woman to say something that she was looking for the littlest slight, and when she thought in her brain she had that slight, she harped on it and she pounced and said, yep, all black women are horrible. Oh, I hate black women. Oh, that's what fish always do. She harped on that. So Nova could have, no Nova could have pulled anything out the air. She was looking for a reason at that point to me. Um,
Yeah.
Let
Well,
Abby speak because she might get a call, child. Let her get it out.
at any second. Uh, when you are living from a place of insecurity,
mm,
like you perceive anything as a slight
mm.
at that point.
That's true.
And And all I gotta say is a Chrysler 300 looks like a Maybach until a Maybach shows up. Daughter, it's not our fault.
Woo.
When we come into the space, you can
Well,
clearly see the difference, sweetheart.
come
And that
on.
you have an issue with that is not our problem. You need to go sit on that lady's couch and talk to her about that and get
She need to
your
go to a real listen. She needs some real therapy, and
Yeah,
they kept sending Althea to the therapist. Hell, her ass need to go to
that's
the.
the one who
She
needs to be in
clearly
the
has
fucking
some issues
therapy.
she's dealing with. And again, I as a black woman, yes, I'm going to feel it from the perspective of a black woman because that's who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
So when you attack the black woman and your response is I don't even like fish, I don't even like women, and you take no accountability for what you said and how you made that woman feel. I'm sorry. Again, I'm not saying that Althea handled everything correctly, and I ain't saying she's a perfect person, but what I am going to say is I was offended, and I don't believe her apology was sincere. So what do you want me to do with that?
And another thing, all of this give grace. Really be Abby and all of my people of the black diaspora in this chat. The first time we hear a white person say hard ER, guess what we do the very first time? We fucking believe them. You could say, you go apologize, baby, take that up with somebody else. I'm glad you've grown. I'm glad you apologize. Just don't come over here. I don't accept your apology. I believed you the first time. We have nothing else to talk about. It's over. From day one, the very first time, I don't want you to tell me, oh, I slipped up. Oh, I didn't mean it. Oh, I was just ignorant. Oh, the first time you white person give me hard ER, baby, I accept, I believe you, and that's it. We're done. How many times really do we do that in the black community? There's no, and we dare
We
you to ask
don't.
us to give grace. We
We
we dare
don't.
you to come over here and ask us to say, oh,
That's why
we're
the
not
people over there
racist.
going crazy now over Caitlin Clark hanging out with
Yeah.
Morgan Whalen because it ain't take but one time for us.
Like they over there like, oh, give great. No, no, no. Mm-mm.
Abby, when you get off the phone, you got to give us the Maya Angelou quote.
Because we just don't. That's how we are, and we rightfully so are that way. In the same vein, have a Jewish person feel offended about something you may have said that was anti-Semitic. Maybe you said something bad about the Holocaust, or you called them the K word or something. Baby, it's instantaneous. It's no going back. You have soiled the water. Don't we can't. We're not coming back from this. And some of the insidious things that this woman has said about all women, I don't blame women that may say, "Yeah, I don't have it to do with her." Mm-mm. She could keep all her apologies.
Can we talk about the N word now? Are we there?
Oh, we're getting there because I have
Okay,
videos
because you have
evidence for
notes.
that. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I have notes. I have notes.
Okay.
Okay, so and
Look
here's how
at Abby.
we
Every time you say it, look at Abby's face every time you say
Okay,
it.
so we literally have two Dominiques on this reunion. We have Dominique Morgan, then we have Dominique who's on the show.
On the
From here
cast.
on out, Dominique on the show, we're gonna call him Dominique with the meat. Okay? No, because lest
I'm
we
not
forget.
calling him that.
Hold on, that's what I'm going to call him. So lest
Well,
we
but I'm
forget,
not. I'm not calling him Dominique with the meat. What are you?
that's how you're going to know.
That's a crease, El Teddy. That is not his meat.
No, that crease was there the whole time. Even when he moved, got up, and sat back down, baby, that was not a crease. I already observed. I'm good at these things. We have both Dominiques on screen now. We have Dominique Morgan
I'm
in the
not
white.
calling him that.
I didn't say you had to.
I'm not calling him that.
I didn't say you had to. I said that's how I'm
You
going to
said we are going to
identify him.
refer. We are not going to refer.
I, as the host today, am going to identify him as Dominique with the meat.
Right? We can call him Neek. Can we do that?
It,
Neek.
I mean, it goes better that way. Anyway,
Oh God.
um, God be with us.
Gabby, I'll answer your question a little bit later on. I have some words at the end of this as it relates to Harviana, so I can answer that. Actually, I'll answer that question now. Harviana likes Nova because Harviana decided at the beginning of the season, much like El Teddy did, that having a cisgendered woman on the show was not going to work. The difference was El Teddy did not decide that everything that Althea did was wrong and everything that Nova did was good. Harvey is one of those people that can't be in the middle. He has to be all in on one end or all in on the other end. And so because he decided that Althea should not be there, everything Althea did was wrong and he was going to defend Nova. And he said that the other night that because Nova is a part of the community, he was going to defend her no matter what. He said that. So that's why. That's what that's about.
And just so I'm clear on why I said this was not going to work, it had nothing to do with Althea, everything to do with the other cast members.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah,
just did not
your reasons
believe,
are different,
yeah,
but you
I just did not
also
believe that the other cast members
gave it
could,
a chance.
yeah, mhm.
You also went into the season with an open mind, like I don't think this is gonna work, but let me see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't take every single thing and dissect it and make Althea wrong and Nova right. But anyway, I digress.
Um,
Look at
Dominique,
Ravine. I think that was Neek's meat. Ravine!
it was Dominique with the meat. He
We are
said,
not calling that baby
"I
Dominique.
am,
I'm not.
I am."
Exactly, I'm
I didn't say
not.
y'all
I'm
have to call
not.
him
We're
anything.
not doing
I
that.
am. Dominique with the meat says, Althea and
Not
others
Dominique
coming in.
Meaty.
Dear God.
I'm sorry, that threw me off.
I'm trying to read my notes, ma'am. My notes.
I don't know. Fuck them notes. Listen, listen here. In the immortal words
Oh,
of the great poet laureate Maya Angelou, when a fuck ass nigga show you they ass to kiss, take your foot and lodge it so deep up they behind your toes is coming out of their throat.
Hey, Althea. Althea done dropped down in the chat. Hey, girl. Hey.
hey, Althea.
Hey Alfia, I'm
Althea.
very sad
Althea.
that you quit. I'm
I
very
don't want you
sad.
to quit the show. I want you to take some time away from this. I want you to log off. I want you to reset. Focus on baby boy. But I think there's a place for you to come back in a conversation and a space. You do have allies. And I
I want
don't
you to
think
go to the gym and start pressing weights and start to learn that when you punch from your waist and bring it
Abby,
around
You know what?
we're
No,
not
so
we're
that
teaching
you
not
knock
we're
doing
not
that
that.
bitch
Abby,
head
We're
off of
not
your
no.
doing that.
fuck
We're
her.
not doing that, Abby. Abby, we're not. We are not teaching that woman to fight.
I
We're
I get
not doing
violent.
that.
The correct answer sometimes is knock that bitch head in between the
Listen,
washing machine and dryer the next time she play in your
I,
face.
I do
That's
want
what you
to
I
say,
bet you she won't do it again.
I do want to say that as far as I know, and Abby and Really B, you all can correct me.
We
We
will.
are we are the only panel with it that has as consistent members of the panel cisgendered heterosexual women that reviewed the show. Official, members of the panel that are, I'm not saying people who come up from time to time. I'm saying actual members of this panel. We're the only ones in this space that have women that have fallopian tubes and ovaries that sit on the panel that have XX chromosomes. So, and I say that because it's important for us to hear your voice. Because, like I said in that voice note, this hits you different than it hits me or people on other panels. It would be like if I was the only black person on a panel and they were discussing racism and they
Look
wanted
at
to know
Lady
how I
Libra.
felt.
Not that red roof.
What,
Look at Lady
what,
Libra talking about something. I agree with Abby. Lady Libra, you stay over there. You stay over
not
there.
the red roof head heifer. Oh dear God. There's some
Look,
nice people down to the red roof
why
head.
somebody say bring back T.S. Lil Kendra? She'll get over together. Can you imagine?
Oh God.
Imagine T.S. Lil Kendra and Nova on this show together. Bitch.
Listen. I mean, we could drop the address to the Red Roof Inn. Somebody could go down there and check to see who's down there. Nova might be down there now. I don't know. It's right. I ain't gonna tell what the Red Roof Inn is, but child.
Please don't. Please, we're not doing
Anyway,
that.
but where were we at? So Dominique says, Dominique with the meat that is. He says, um, that anyone coming on the show should understand that you can't share everything, or you just need not you're around a bunch of gay people. I'm paraphrasing now. That basically you're around a bunch of gay people, and you got to watch what you say about gay people. But I'm going to push back on that and say that really B tells me this all the time. Because whenever we have like a guest that comes on, one of the things I always say, like when Q came up here, I always say, you don't have to tell us that because it becomes show fodder and people then can talk about it. And one of the things that really B often says in retort to that is it's a reality show. And we do need the reality show people to be open to giving us more information about them, what they have going on in their lives and stuff like that. And so I wanted to get your take on that really because I know you often say, hey, this reality TV, you got to give us something. You got to put out some information on who you are so we can get to know you better and stuff like that. What do you think about Dominic said, hey girl, you can't get these people that kind of stuff?
Dominic said what?
He said when you come on a show like this, especially with a bunch of gay people, you can't tell them stuff like what
Yeah, I thought that was ignorant
Alfia
as
said.
fuck. I thought it was ignorant for him to say because again, what Althea was saying, and I didn't see the full interview that Tony put out, but I mean, I'm sorry, in the trailer for tonight or for tomorrow night, whatever the part three drops. Tony, it sounds like Tony is making some distinction about like she was offended that Althea would tell a story about sex work and talking to them. But it sounds like that was the conversation. And my thing is, if that is the reality, I don't see what again, I don't see what the issue was with her saying, "Oh, well, my baby daddy." Da 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 da. I feel like that's regular conversation. If me, you, and let's say if me, you, and Ty are talking. Ty is El Teddy's one of El Teddy's good friends that does drag in New York. Let's say me, you, and Ty was talking, right? And Ty was talking about an encounter he had with a fellow drag queen that he's doing a show with. And let's say you told me a story about an encounter you had with a drag queen. And I turned around and said, well, this drag queen tried to pick me up. I don't understand what the issue is with that if we're having a conversation about drag queens. So if y'all were having a conversation about sex work and OnlyFans and all of the things, why was Althea wrong for saying, hey, my baby daddy, da 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 da. I feel like no matter what she did, they were gonna have a problem with it. And for you to be like, you can't be real with us, you can't be open with us, you can't tell your story to us, that defeats the purpose of being on a fucking reality show.
Ali Benz, I thought Dominic Morgan was about to say that right after that, but maybe they didn't have enough time because he was like, "Well, what do you mean by that? What? Let's talk about that." But I feel like they didn't have enough
Yeah,
time
like
because
right, basically, exactly. Like the minute you say something, we're gonna use it against you. That's a fucked up thought process.
that's not how all gay people
Hold on,
are.
y'all. My mama calling me. Hold.
That's not how all gay people are. Okay. I'm just saying. But like Chuck said, hey, Dominique with the meat. We didn't say Dominique with the brains. We said with the meat. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, what happens next is Althea was asked how she came about being on the show. She says she knew Dario, Jamar, Carl, and Tremel before coming on the show. And when she saw the show was audition, she auditioned because of her relationship with Dario. And so she felt like, hey, I think this will be a good opportunity for me and my career and stuff like that, to get myself out there and stuff like that. Um, but she did admit that she had not watched a full season. I don't know if she had even watched a full episode, but she said she had saw clips of the show here or there. But I know she said she didn't watch a full season. I'm not sure if she had watched a full episode. Then I got upset because they started talking about, well, they battling. And when people battling, you just got to let the girls fight, which means that, which is code language for it don't matter whatever Nova said while she was in battle with Althea. So she can go to the ninth level of hell. She can go to the depths of hell because they're in battle. And whatever they say in battle, you should just forget about it and don't worry about that anymore. That's basically what that translated to me when they started to have that whole because Tony even was like, well, they were in battle. They were in battle. And you know, what the fuck does that mean? When you're in battle, all of the horrible, awful, insidious things inside of you generally are gonna come out. You know how they always say a drunken mind speaks a sober heart, or whatever that is. Whatever, however the cliche goes, I probably got it wrong. More so than that, more than liquor and alcohol is truth serum, rage and anger is way more of a truth serum than alcohol has ever been. Because when people are enraged, are incensed, become livid, become angry, they start to say all of the horrible shit that they dared not say. Shit that they wouldn't even say to you when they were shit faced drunk. But let them get angry, enraged. Let mad day come. Then you really start to see what they have to say about you. Then you really start to see how they feel about you. But here we are. Here we are. Now, if I'm to go with, if I'm to go with the same notion that Tony's telling me to go with, what that means is, I guess Tony should be looking past the fact that Althea misgendered uh, uh, um, Nova in the email, right? If I go with your same
Right.
rationale.
Because that's your argument. Your argument is that they're in battle, let them battle. But once again, what you guys are saying is no, the rules are different for Althea.
Here we are. Here we are.
I mean, again, and don't get me wrong, the rules, I get the rules are different because it's the black white thing. But just say that. Don't make it just say that. Just say, look, you can't do this and we can do this because we're part of the LGBTQ community. You're not, and so this is the line you need to walk.
But
Just say it.
you're expecting these people to be able to articulate that the right way?
Well, look.
We are asking a bit much here. Okay. So then
You know
um
what? Everybody keeps saying that Tony had this moment. I need to go see this video. I think it was on Aaron's. Was it on Aaron's platform,
I
y'all?
thought I didn't watch it either. I
Where was
think
this
somebody
video with
said
Tony had this breakdown? Y'all tell
I
me.
think somebody said she interviewed with JT. I haven't seen none of the interviews with Tony. But I think somebody said she was on, is it JT the one with Stylish TV?
She interviewed with Tony, but somebody told me it was something else over on Aaron Wild's channel. But y'all
Oh,
tell me what, because I want to go see it. I saw part of her interview with Stylish. I didn't see the whole thing.
okay. Um so Nova says, now here's where we get into some things. This is where now we can bring this up, really be. Nova says she misspoke, and these are her exact words. She said she, quote, misspoke, end of quote, at the lemon squeeze when she says she hates all women. Nova then apologized and said she was raised by a Jamaican black woman who took her in when her mom kicked her out, and she started crying and shit. Fuck her and fuck her tears. Bitch, I literally, as she was crying, I said, bitch, cry blood. I don't give a shit about you. I don't give a damn about your little crocodile ass tears. I don't give two flying fucks. Fuck you and fuck your raggedy ass tears. You don't give a damn about nobody else's, so why the fuck do you expect us to all of a sudden have this sympathy for you? Bitch, if you're gonna be hard in the paint, be hard in the paint all the time. Don't try to come over here and get all of this, because I think somebody coached her to do that too. Yeah, you got to go in there and cry. You know they're going to feel sympathy for you. If you go over there and talk about, they'll relate to you. The black women that watch the show, they'll relate to you. If you talk about being raised by a Jamaican black woman and then put on some tears, and girl, they going to fall for it because they just as dumb as a box of rocks anyway. No, bitch, you're the dumb one. I would... All of a sudden, she loved black women, but she sure made it a point that every chance she got, she repeatedly talked about how she couldn't stand women. Girl, I could not. She could keep whatever tears or whatever. I don't know if I ever saw a tear fall, but whatever it was, she could keep it, honey. I'm sorry, really, B. Go ahead. I ain't have
She
no-
absolutely was coached, and it came off insincere. And once again, I go back to your words. Your words were, "I'm not black. I'm Puerto Rican." So if you don't identify as black, you don't identify as Afro Latina, you don't identify as part of my culture, then you don't get a pass, and you don't get to use the words of the things. You don't.
Yeah, that's in the next section. The N word.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We have to
But
do that.
as far as listen, I don't know who I can't say that you weren't influenced. Can we step away from the word race for a minute? You were influenced by a Jamaican woman who took you in, because you said you were 15, which means that for 15 years of your life you were with your parents. That's who raised you, ma'am.
Yep.
This
I wrote that
Jamaican
down.
lady,
It's in my notes.
this Jamaican woman took you in.
Mm-hmm.
And she may have influenced you. She may have given you some things, but baby, that is
You were
not who raised
already
you.
good and raised. Good and raised.
Okay? That's not who raised you, ma'am. There's a difference. And it still doesn't give you a pass. And once again, I have to look to my left and look to my right and look at them people on that couch, and I have to say, so has she been saying it around y'all and y'all been cool with it? Kendall,
Here's the
me,
deal. She probably
have y'all
lied
been
to
letting
them.
her say it?
No. Here's the deal. She may have lied to them like she had been lying earlier in this season. Because whenever I remember earlier in the season and I asked if she was black, and the people in the cast were like, no. She said on the interview, she's
not.
Jamaican and Puerto Rican. And I was like, well,
She's
okay.
not fucking
And we found
Jamaican.
out, because the bitch been lying the whole time. So then the colorist comments come up. And the cast basically brushed them off. They basically said nothing to see here. The cast said, Q said, well, people were trying to pin all these things that Nova was saying on why she feels better than Althea and all of that other. They basically said, oh, well, we ain't really here. It's nothing to see here. Don't worry about that. And then Althea said, they tried to move on. Althea said, hold on, bitch. We're not going to let this whore get by that fast. Nah, bitch, bring that ass back here. She said, excuse me, Dominique. Excuse me. She said, I know y'all trying to give this woman a pass. And she claims that that's not how she felt. But when this whore was on the Miami trip / Fort Lauderdale trip, she said, quote, well, you know how fish do, end of quote. What about that? Because that was well after all of this other stuff. And Noelle also mentions, that's when Noelle said, she also said she ain't black. And then I have the clip where she said, wait, where's my clip? Hold on.
Play the clip. Roll that beautiful bean footage, because
Roll the
I got
beautiful
something to
bean
say.
footage. All right, here's our beautiful bean footage.
Yeah. That's American. Y'all call yourself black. Every other African.
Call yourself black.
Yes, Americans here. Do y'all say that race and ethnicity is different? When you go to Asian, when you go to Africa,
You think word?
I might. That's how I just talk. But
Hold on, no. We're not gonna move past there. Because that comes with the cultural piece of how we are.
yeah, but I'm from America, so I have ways. But obviously,
So there's
but I was raised by Caribbean parents.
how you were raised versus how you socialize.
Yeah.
We socialize as a black person. And
Yeah,
community,
basically,
so
right.
that's where people are getting. That's why I said ethnicity, how you were raised, culture, and then how you navigate the world. You know, a very Cardi B said, the girls get upset when she is, popping the thing.
I'll let you go, really, be before I have thoughts.
So Dasha got Caribbean parents, both of them.
She Puerto Rican, I guess. Her mom and daddy Puerto Rican.
I guess yeah, Caribbean. Yeah. First of all, Nova, when did you become an expert on all things sociology? When did you? Because y'all the only. And
Woman can't spell sociology.
first of all, once again, you don't identify as part of the black culture because you said y'all are the only people that call yourselves black. So
But you
you're
were
still
born and raised in America,
separating.
you stupid. I'm sorry. Oh.
But you're still separating yourself. And then to say, well, y'all Americans, bitch, you're from America. If you're Puerto Rican, you're American,
Oh,
bitch.
wait a minute. She was born and raised here. She literally said, "Oh, but I'm American. I'm born and raised here." So what the fuck are you talking about?
So, first of all, let's start there. You are still separating yourself as different from us. Because we're the only people that call ourselves black. I hate to be the one to break it to you, Nova, but we didn't start calling ourselves that. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. The label was given to us. We didn't ask for it. We was minding our good black African business over on the continent. That's what we was doing. So once again, you ignorant and you are separating yourselves. And again, nobody caught that. Nobody's going to sit up there and be like, well, what do you mean? What you mean you people are the only ones that call yourselves African? And then when she says, so do you say the N-word? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do.
So
Bitch.
what the fuck? I, I don't. I just. Oh, Jesus God.
So now, if a black family adopts a white kid, that white kid gets to say nigga? Is that how that works, El Teddy?
It's not
Please
how
tell
any of
me.
that works.
Please
We
tell
just
me.
went
Is
through
that how
this
that
last
works?
season with Rio. We just went through this last season on Chasing Dallas with Rio. Like, what are we talking about? We went through this. How many years ago that was? About 6 years ago on season 2 of G Status, where we had to go through this whole situation on G Status. And my thing about it is this: you're a lying ass troglodyte. For you to sit up here and try to differentiate between calling yourself black but still using the N word, both of those terms originated here in this country. So if you are just as comfortable using the N word, not being a black person, you also understand why black people are calling themselves black. Don't try to play these games with us. Stop playing with us. Because like I said again, she went to some idiot that, or either she herself tried to coach herself into explaining these things, or listen to some idiot try to find answers to these questions, and none of the shit is making sense. And that's why I can go all the way back. I want to say that was episode like 2 or 3, where I asked the question on the panel. I said, is Nova black? Because I really wanted to know if she was black because she was throwing out this N word all of the time. And the reason that I had an issue with it was, in the same way they had a problem with us having a problem with her, the way she talked about women. I wondered if they would have a problem with her using the N word if she were not black. But I stood down when people told me that she was Jamaican and black. But now knowing, which I thought all along, that she's not black, And these people didn't bat an eye. Nobody pushed back on her. The only person that really had anything to say about her using the N word, well, he didn't even say nothing about her using the N word. He talked about her being black, is Noel. Everybody else on the cast just seems to be okay with it. But I got a news flash, Nova, because all of those people on the cast are okay with it. Don't make it okay for you to say it. Because, baby, you will get your ass dog walked. You don't let that shit fool you. Thinking that, oh, just like the Rio guy was like, oh, I hang around black people. They're okay with me using the N word. Baby, that's them. You're on a
Best stay over there with
show.
them.
You're on a show with thousands of people watching. Baby, don't let them get you fucked up. Do not let
That's
these
why
people.
Donnie said he was getting deported. Donnie Moon said, "Well, you about to get deported."
He did
It's
say that.
not funny.
He
It
did
was
say that.
funny.
I'm telling a
And the
little
same
baby.
people that's defending Nova was the same ones that was calling for us to boycott and cancel Chasing Dallas. But
Yep.
whatever.
Now all of a sudden, nobody got nothing to say. It's okay now, right? Girl, the way these people are contorting themselves and becoming contortionists to try to explain away this woman and her fuck shit, it's amazing to me. It's completely amazing to me. I, I, I'm sorry, Abby. You have anything to add?
Watch your motherfucking mouth, bitch.
Oh,
All right.
well, unfortunately, it's going to get worse here, and I'm glad we're here to have you two on this conversation. Because then the conversation turned to the term fish. Uh huh. Let me add my commentary, then I'm going to let the two of you go. I'm going to say my part, and then, as our resident cisgendered heterosexual women, our biological women, our women, our, our X chromosomes, our all of that stuff. I'm gonna let y'all go. So let me get it out. So this is when the conversation came up about using the term fish and what you and again, we're in a space where you're asking people not at the intellectual level, not at the level of experience, to really have these real heavy conversations, and they can't navigate these conversations appropriately. So let me start there, because all of them, because Q, I guess he thought he was so, so being so intellectual. People need to know the history of how the term fish came about, and they don't know all of our colloquialisms. Sir, I predate you, okay? I'm aware of how all of this stuff came along, okay? And let me say this: when a group of people tell you, I do not like you, it offends me if you use that term for me, guess what you must do? You must honor their wishes. Here are some examples. Me, Ebby, and Really B can remember growing up, the word retarded was used by people with mental disabilities. They used that to identify themselves. There were organizations, I used to do community service in college for an organization called the Association for Retarded Citizens. It was called the ARC. But over time, they said that term is offensive to us. We don't like when when people use that for us. And guess what people had to do? Hey, we can't be calling people that. If you go back in the day within the LGBTQ spaces, trans women called themselves trannies.
I
We
was going to use
call
that
them trannies.
example. When I was growing up, tranny was an acceptable term. I
It
didn't know it was
was.
offensive until about 5 years ago. But
It
guess what?
is.
When I
When
found
they
out it
said,
was
when they
offensive,
found
I
out,
stopped saying it.
when they said we don't like that term, it's offensive. Guess what people have to do? Guess what you have to do with black, even with black people? They used to call us colored. Remember, in this country, and black people said, "Hey, boo boo, hey, sweetheart, we don't. No. You won't be calling us colored. We don't even like when other black people say the word colored, because we said and deemed it offensive. So likewise, if a woman comes to me and says, I understand that might have been your culture, same way it was in white people's culture to call us the N word. Remember, that was culturally appropriate for white people to call us the N word back in the day. Remember that? Hard
Hell,
ER.
in some places it still is, but go on.
But just because you tell me, oh, historically and culturally, we've always used that term, does not mean it's still okay today. And if women have said, I don't like that term, guess what you probably should do? Honor the wishes of the people you are fucking offended, especially for a group of people who are always being offended by people who say some of the most heinous and insidious things about us. We can't naturally tell people not to use terms like sissy, punk, faggot, and things like that if we can't honor the wishes of other people who say they don't like some of the terms that we use. That's all I got to say. I'm going to shut up and go on mute and let my two ladies speak.
Go ahead, Ed, because you might get a call.
Well, I'm on break and I got 9 minutes
Oh, you
left.
on break? Okay, okay.
So, I would just like to say the same respect that you require and how you identify and how you like to be called, please extend the same to us. If you say, I am a woman and my name is now Janine, and last week your name was Jim, we will call you Janine because we respect the fact that that's how you identify. If I say to you, I do not like to be called fish. I do not like to be called cis, C-I-S. Please do not give me a dissertation on why the word cisgender is what the way it is or what it means or how it got here and all those things. I told you I do not like to be referred in that manner. The same respect I'm going to give you for you and your pronouns is the exact same. It's reciprocity. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. If I'm willing to be respectful to you in the manner in which you would like to identify and how you would like to be called and what words we can call you and what words we can't call you because it's offensive to you and your community, same. And that's the beginning and the end of it. It's just a respect thing. And the fact that you think that you don't have to respect the fact that some of my sisters say, I don't want to be called sis, I don't want to be called fish, because it don't make me no, never mind. You can call me whatever you want to call me. Because it don't bother me, because I know what's between my legs ain't changing. I know who I am inside and out. So you could call me cisgender, you could call me AFAB, you could call me fish, all of those things. None of that matters to me. But my sisters who it does matter to, when they say don't call me those things, then don't call them those things. Just like you don't want to be called certain things, we're not going to call you that. But please know, it's called reciprocity. Get you a Google it, get the dictionary, get that encyclopedia off your grandmama's bookshelf.
Too many syllables for some of these people. Too many syllables.
I'm sorry. Listen, I'm just trying to help you. I'm praying that y'all get some sense. Amen.
So my point of view might be a little bit different, but same at the same time. Nova, I'm gonna take Nova's words and I'm gonna throw it right back at you. El Teddy, do you still have that clip where Nova was talking about the vaginosis, where she talked about it's the way you say things, not necessarily what you
I do.
say? So I'm gonna take Nova's words. Do you mind playing it one more again? Do you mind
Okay.
playing it?
Unfortunately, this is going to be the whole thing, but it's not that long. Hey, here you go.
Like confused like what it is.
Bacterial vaginosis?
Yeah.
Correct.
And I might have shoot her off and been like, yeah, that's something y'all gotta deal with, like, you know? And then she response back to me was, yeah, ladies. But then everyone watching it back, they were like, oh, she's just telling Nova. She was just saying that's what ladies get. No, there's a way to say it. There's a way to say things. If I tell a girl, ooh, girl, you look so cute today. Or if I be like, girl, you look cute. Those same thing, two different ways to say it. She said it because she knew what she was saying.
There you go.
So I'm gonna take, thank you, boo. I'm gonna take your words and throw them back at you, Nova. When you have people that say fish, and it's in if I'm among my gay friends and all of them are sitting there talking, and I walk in the room and they say, "Oh, fish is here," I'm gonna laugh and I'm not gonna take no offense to it because for me, I'm not gonna be offended by it. But if I walk in a room and there's people that don't fuck with me and they say, I smell fish, I'm offended now because you meant for it to be offensive. So again, the way Nova used the term was meant to offend and it was meant to be offensive. So yes, if somebody says, hey, I don't like that, the respect that you want us to give you is the respect that we should receive in return. It don't bother me to say, it's just like bitch. I know I have friends that the word bitch is a problem. I have other friends, me and El Teddy call each other bitches all day long. Cause that's just, it don't offend me, it
I'd
don't
be a
offend
whole
him.
bag of bitches.
Right.
A whole bag.
A whole bag.
But it's the way, if you mean for it to be, any word can be an insult if that's the way you mean for it to be. And you meant to insult her. So again, don't play the it's just a part of the colloquialism and if she gonna be around gay men, she need to understand that it's just how we talk. No, Nova was trying to offend her and she meant it offensive. So when Althea got offended, she wasn't wrong. Cause that's how it was meant. If I call El Teddy and I be like, bitch, did you see that shit last night? He's not gonna be offended. But if I call El Teddy and he know I'm already mad at him and he know I'm already in my feelings about something, and I'm like, bitch, let me tell you something, it's gonna be a different reaction. Cause it was meant to be. Stop playing in my motherfucking face. Stop acting like, again, here we go again with us defending every fucking look at Markel. Look at Markel throwing ass.
Hey, Markel.
But don't stop playing with me. Because that's what you meant for it to be. And once again, we're back at this. We're going to make all these excuses for Nova, and we're going to make Althea the bad guy, and Althea is the problem. She's not. Nova was trying to offend that woman. And so when she got offended, that was the response she wanted. She wanted Althea offended. So she was. I'm sick of these people. Now I gotta go over to Aaron's channel and hear what happened with Tony. I want to hear because I've been hearing about it. I want to go hear
They
from
said
myself.
I think they said it was on TTB channel.
It was on TTB, and then they said I think it was on Tony's Aaron's because I think
I
Tony
think
put
they
it on
say
her
Aaron,
story.
I think they say Aaron and Tony went on TTB's
Oh,
channel.
went on TTB. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to go catch it because I want to hear. I've heard
You
it.
know, he
I've heard
like to put
about
stuff
it, but I want to hear it
on.
for myself.
He like to
Yeah.
put stuff on members only, but somebody get the clip and send it to us, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So then after that, they asked Noel about dating as a feminine man.
No, I don't, Markel. I don't. I'm good. Talking about something. Let me go get Nova on the line.
Yeah,
Do you want her?
don't
No,
do that.
I'm
You don't
good.
want her. You don't want this smoke for her. You really don't want this smoke
No,
for
I'm
her.
good.
You really don't want her to come
Aaron,
up
okay,
here.
no, they said Aaron put it on his channel
Oh,
as well.
okay,
Ain't
okay.
he messy out there? Markel messy as
Yeah,
hell.
he messy as hell. Because he already know the way we'll be done drug that woman. She came in the chat one time when we did it. We were
She came in the chat and
and
tried to
thought we
get
was gonna
smart.
change what we was gonna say. Matter of fact, we might go harder. Um, I really thought the conversation that they were gonna have with Noel about dating as a feminine man could have been a worthwhile conversation, but they apparently they was running on borrowed time. You know, they didn't have enough time. People were probably already tired and exhausted from all of the previous conversations. But I did think that that was a worthwhile conversation. I would have loved to hear Kendall's commentary about that as well, in addition to what Noel was saying. Because Noel started talking about how there's always this constant battle about having to defend who he is and so forth. And then talked a little bit about how he grew up and things like that. So, but we didn't get there.
Yeah, we kind of had to rush. So hopefully part 3 picks up a lot of the stuff that they didn't get a
Yeah.
chance to really flesh out. Yeah.
So,
Do we care about that part?
huh?
Do we care?
Oh, I did care about that part. I wanted to hear that conversation. Look at see. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So then they had the package on all of the artists or independent artists.
Where was
Seven.
Nova? Where was Nova's package?
She,
Did
don't-
she-
the bitch ain't do shit. The
Oh.
Red Roof Inn do not let you film unless it's for OnlyFans. What do you want from us? Now, if you go down to the OnlyFans, that's all the footage we gonna get. She said she got an OnlyFans. I didn't say that. Now, the Red Roof Inn allows you to film at their property and put it on OnlyFans, but baby, that's all. What other package you want? You got to pay for that too. You got to pay for her package. Nova said you got to pay for her package. Down to the OnlyFans, 15.99. I don't know how much it is. I'm just making it. I don't know. I'm just saying. Sure.
Fucking okay.
So no, really be as messy for saying where was Nova's package? Her package is tucked and duct taped in between her legs. That's
Oh
what
God! Oh God!
Why would
Move
you
on! Move on! Move on! Move on!
okay.
here?
Sammy and Nova.
Here. Oh
Sammy.
my God. Because why would you say that?
Oh, all right. They did, dear God above. They did have Sammy and Noel discuss the difficulties of getting
But I'm the
bookings.
one that gets cussed out. I'm the one that gets cussed out.
God.
Go ahead.
Tony talks about building the ATL ballroom community, and then she discussed that whole situation at the Pride event at the mayor's ball for the Pride and stuff, and how she ain't get and basically said, "Fuck them hoes, I ain't never going back because y'all ain't put me up there." I don't know what was said. I wasn't there. I don't know who was booked. I ain't got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I,
Right.
I, and my only thinking is they may have felt that we got this list of high profile, heavy hitters, big names, and maybe they feel like they would have been singing like Sesame Street. One of these kids is doing his own thing. One of these kids is not like the other. While she may be huge in the ball community, it may have been a situation where for the audience there, they may have wanted to have, celebrity, kind of like how they do
Well,
Celebrity Family Feud or the celebrity golf tournaments and stuff. I don't know.
I hear
I
you.
don't know. I don't know. I don't
I
know.
hear you, but this is what I'm going to say. I think it's disingenuous to say you are going to celebrate ballroom culture and not one person that was a judge is a part of ballroom culture. I think that's very disingenuous to say we're going to celebrate the culture, but then we're going to cut the culture out of the celebration. And so I understand where Tony's ire is coming from, where her anger is coming from. I would feel the same way. I would be pissed off too, especially if you were fully intending to be a part of that part of the night, and either she was bumped, like you said, probably a bigger celebrity came along and they bumped her, or
Hmm.
whatever the situation is. And so I 100% feel the disrespect, and I feel like that's fucked up because that's like saying you're going to honor HBCUs, but the only people on the panel are people that went to PWIs. It's like what the fuck, like where's the celebration of not one person up there went to a HBCU? So what are you talking about? Just because they're black, but they went to PWI, but you're celebrating HBCUs. Hello. So I understood that, and I think that was fucked up. But I also, one of the other parts of the conversation, and Tramel was trying to be real nice about it, but basically what Tramel was saying is basically Atlanta is a who you know and
Yeah.
and and what you're willing to do to get there.
Hmm.
And he said, listen, there are rooms that I'm not invited into, and I'm born and raised in Atlanta because I'm not willing to do the things that it takes to get in those spaces. And so I feel like that was a nice way that Tramel was trying to say, "Hey, girl, some people that was there, either they were some bigger celebrities or they were willing to do some other things to get on that stage."
And
And so I
and that
think it
was
was fucked up. I do.
and that was the very next part of the reunion where Tremel literally said what you just said. Basically, people do strange things for some change.
Yeah.
Um,
And
and
I can
and
respect that Tony said they won't get, listen, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, as George W. Bush said, you won't fool me again. I just feel like, you're not gonna get a second opportunity to disrespect me. So
Carl even mentioned a situation where he
hey
had got booked
nephew.
for an event, and had traveled for the event, brought people, and they basically disrespected him for some OnlyFans skanks and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Now, here's the deal. That could have been a whole conversation in itself because, and I say that because if you look at a lot of the history of within the Rainbow Coalition compound, if you go historically, black gay people just were not on television. They just were not, in mainstream. And so I remember in my younger years, back when the world was in black and
That was a
white,
long, long time ago.
I was gonna do my own joke. I didn't need you to do my own joke about me being old, okay? But when there were so few, little to no representation in mainstream media, some of the people that everybody knew, gravitated to, and could put a face to were porn stars because, in the community, most of us watched porn. And they were the most easily identifiable at that, I guess, for lack of a better term, stars or celebrities that we could identify in a lot of spaces. So they did get a lot more of the promotions and club bookings and things like that. And to this day, you see some of that even to this day because you've started to see them really remove a lot of representation of black gay people on mainstream television, as I would say. So uh, some of that still is true today, where the porn skanks get get all of the bookies and stuff. And then they talked about promoters trying to make money off of the names of these independent gay artists. Then we had the sad moments package, and they came off of that, and everybody was boohoo crying.
And I'll take with me the man. I'm sorry.
No, ma'am.
I feel like that's what should have been playing. I feel like that's what should have been playing in the background.
But yeah, they all came
Hey,
back.
Nikki Boo!
Q had to be uh, 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 had to be ushered off the stage and stuff, and he was breaking down and all of this, that, the third, and Dominique says to Althea that the cast could have been a community for her and all that she's going through. No, the fuck they couldn't. And we see that based on everything that we've seen go down this season. I agree with Althea when she said, yeah, I just didn't see that for us. And based on the antics of this cast and how they're okay with the treatment of Althea, I don't see it. I do not see this as a whole. I'm not saying individuals could not be, but the cast as a whole, I don't see them being the community for Althea. I could be wrong about that, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, I think once again, not only does somebody have to be willing to be in that space, but they also have to have the tools. And I don't think they're willing, nor do they have the tools. Can I give an honorable mention to my girl Nikki when you were talking about the heterosexual women that review the show on these panels. Ebby and I are, obviously this is our permanent situation, but Nikki has basically been over on the
Oh, this
Chaser
Nikki.
panel with
This Nikki
Scotty.
right here.
That's
Oh,
my
hey,
Nikki, yeah,
Nikki.
with Scotty and them. So I want to give her an honorable mention as being the cisgendered woman over on the Chasing panel because she done bulldozed her way over there and she done made herself a permanent spot. Okay, okay,
Well, shout out to you, Nikki.
yeah.
Ciao.
Hey, Nisi. Hey,
Nikki.
Benji.
Nikki came back. Not Nick. I'm saying Nikki because we done been saying Nikki. Q came back on stage, um, and says that jail changed him. I'm gonna just keep all my thoughts on it because y'all say anything that I say about Q and jail is gonna be offensive, so I'm just gonna be quiet and move on. Dominique with the meat
All I
said,
want to say is, Q, when you came up here, you said that we would understand what happened. I still don't understand what happened. I mean, we saw that it sounds like it was something involving your ex, and your ex had to call the DA and clear your name. But we still don't know what the charges were. We still don't know what we still don't know. And let's be clear, I don't have to know. I mean, it is what it is. But you told us we was gonna get it all, and we didn't. But go ahead.
I ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all say anything I say about this is
But don't. Then just keep walk on by.
Dominique with the meat said when Q was in jail, he was one of the ones saying they needed to move on from him because there was other people waiting to come on. Q then says that announced that he had court 2 days ago and his charges were all dropped and everything. I don't know. Like you said, really, B, we still don't know what this was about. We still don't know.
We don't need to know. We just know that God is good. Amen.
We don't need another hero.
That's not where I was going with
We
that,
don't
but
need
okay.
to
Wait a
know.
minute.
Oh,
We don't
Only
need
God
that.
can do it.
I don't know. Where did that come from?
I was like,
I don't
what?
know how we got to Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Right? How do we get beyond the Thunderdome? What the fuck?
Oh, Markel, you're asking me how did what?
Markel, no! You
That's
Don't
know.
how
do
we got
God.
Oh,
to Dominique with the
There
God.
meat.
we go.
We have Dominique in the white. Then we have Dominique with his meat comfortably laying on his lap. The
So,
whole reunion.
El Teddy,
That is
in
not his meat.
Dominique with the meat situation, I am surprised you haven't shown the clip where his business was almost out in the streets at the pole dancing class. He had to
I
catch
didn't
himself
listen.
before it fell out.
I just didn't pull it, but I listen. Don't think I ain't seen it. I just didn't pull the picture. I could go do that real quick.
No, no,
Oh,
no.
okay, okay. I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm thinking, and Dario, you couldn't go tell him, baby, you can't tuck that a little bit, slide it. Put that somewhere. Anyway, Q. Oh, I talked about that because I have notes. Tony then talks about having to care for her mom in 2019, and Dominique with the meat then talked about his mom having cancer, and he started crying, and everybody was crying again, and all of that. Um, so then we starting to get to the end here. So we start to get to some more juicy stuff. So Q then says that listen, I hang out with these people because uh, um we know each other. We got to know each other on and off the show, and that's just who I gravitated to. And then so apparently, what was agreed upon is most of them are different people off the show than they are on the show. And so I wrote in my notes, so is this just acting? Like, I don't, I, I don't really be,
I
and
don't
I'm
think
just,
it's acting. I think in any friend group, cliques, there are people you just gravitate to more than others. And I don't think they're acting, but I think the problem was me being closer to you does not mean that the other group are the other part of the group they aren't as good as us or they can't sit with us at the lunch table because you're supposed to be an ensemble cast and there's a way to be an ensemble cast even in the midst of everybody doesn't get along. I mean, I'm sorry, everybody's not best friends, so it's okay that I mean, Carl and Tramel came on the show as friends. Dominique and Kendall came on the show as friends. So they're going to obviously be closer and have each other's back. So you have a Nova. Nova's going to gravitate left or gravitate right. Noel, gravitate left or gravitate right. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I gravitated towards these people because this is who I felt comfortable with. This is who I had things in common with. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem was the separation, the two separate group chats, we're the elites and they're not like that was the problem, and that's what created the strife. You're gonna always, I mean, we see it on all of these housewives shows, on all of these reality shows. You have the groups, people are gonna always click off. But it's when you go out of your way to make other people feel like they're not part of the group. That's where it becomes a problem.
I think
For
one
me.
of the issues is too, and the one thing that I could relate to Carl about is they had this expectation that okay, you're gonna be this way while the cameras are rolling, and then you're gonna be this other way while the cameras are not rolling. And I am somebody that ain't me. And really being Abby can tell you, I'm me all of the time. I'm me in spaces whether it's gay people, whether it's straight people, whether it's whoever. I am me. And you either like me or hate me. And so that's why a lot of times I can respect Carl in that, baby, I'm not changing it up. This is not an act. This is not a game. I'm not acting. I'm not putting on for the camera. Baby, if I said it on camera, I can say it off camera. And vice versa. And I've been able to navigate through in spaces with some of the biggest, best, and lowest of lows. You know what I'm saying? So I that part stuck out to me that I ain't really care for. Um, then we had another sad moment with Carl. He talked about losing his best friend D. Rashawn, and everybody started crying again. I know Ebby was very close to D. Rashawn as well. I don't know if you wanted to speak to that or say anything about that.
Just rest in peace to my sister.
And we miss you so much,
We
Vivi.
miss her.
Oh, we miss
I
you.
miss getting text messages in the middle of the night, adding to my prayer list. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Sammy and Carl get into it
Not to
about
want to say you're way nicer in person. No, the fuck he not. Don't tell that lie.
Ooh,
Tell my
who
L
nice?
Teddy way nicer in person.
thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Tawana. Thank you.
This what I can give you. You know how to pick a restaurant for us.
Using lies is he do know how to pick a now that he can do.
Now,
Oh,
now
he know
that
how to pick a
Tracy.
good restaurant.
When big back activities need to be involved.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
yeah, he can do that.
quintessential.
He can do
All of the
that.
people are saying that even Ravine says I'm nicer in person. Thank you, Ravine.
Mm.
I do know how to pick a good restaurant. Even Chef Don Don said that. Hey, Chef. Uh-huh. We had a good time. We was drinking, wasn't we? Um, so then, oh, where was I at? Sammy and Q get into it about Sammy said he was going to check Q. I mean, Sammy and Carl get into it when he said, yeah, you did say you was going to check Q when he came back. And Sammy act like he was going to try to clear. And then they was like, oh, baby, we got the type of time. We going to commercial. Shut up. It was like the way they shushed Sammy, baby, we don't care what you got to say. We going to commercial. Shut up. I was
as
like,
much
oh,
as much as I like Sammy, baby, nobody cares what you talk about.
they did
We
not.
love you. You
Yeah.
just there to be
Baby.
cute. We
Sammy,
just
just sit there
dance,
and look
do
cute.
that
Okay.
Janet Jackson chair dance. That's all we need. That's all we need from
Yeah,
you,
just
beloved.
sit there
That's
and
all
look
we
cute,
need.
Sammy. That's it. That's all.
That's it. That's
Give
all.
me some good
We'll
eye
give our
candy
best.
and give us a good performance. Now, if they should have had some of them perform. I would love to see
It's better you know
if
now.
during the review they could do like a
What I
performance
thought
by
was
each one of the
happiness was
artists.
only
I
for
think that would have been good.
complete. You can make it
I love Pleasure Principle.
I mean, you said the chair dance, Janet Jackson. I'm sorry, I just had to sing it. I was just in my head.
I mean, she had the chair dance on "Miss You Much" too. That's the end. No, and then she go into the chair
Yeah,
dance
she
on
did
"Miss
the
You Much."
yeah.
Then we had the Althea package. Now this is where they wasted time because they went back into the Nova situation, and I wrote down we just went through that. Why are we bringing this up again? But then they touched on the Althea email. Um, the Althea said she didn't feel like her story was safe on the platform. She thought production was in on the whole situation with them going in on her. And she said, and Dario called her and said, "Baby, I had nothing to do with that. That's these people. I'm not in that." And then she talked about being hurt because as a black woman, she feels like black men are normally protective of black women because of the relationships that they have with their mother. And that's something that she expected. And when she did not get that, it hurt her. That's a lot of conversation that they didn't have the real estate for. That's a heavy conversation. And I don't know that these are the people to have that conversation with. But it could have been a better conversation. Anything on Althea's package? We already dissected. Okay. Q's package came up. Q apologized to Tony for calling her a grandma. Q says he had a relationship with Dominique with the meat. And he's upset with Dominique with the meat because Dominique reposted a reviewer that made a joke about him being in jail. Was it me? Did he post something I
I
said?
feel like it was you.
I wrote that down.
I
said
feel like it was you, El Teddy.
I didn't. I've not seen. I've not seen myself posted, reposted, or anybody
I
else.
haven't seen it either, but I mean, but you know, maybe you weren't the
Q,
only
if you're
reviewer that made
watching
fun.
Q, if you're watching the replay or something, Q, can you put in the comment section if it was something that I said or if it was something somebody else said? You ain't got to tell me who the person was. Just tell me if it was something I said. If it wasn't me, say no, it wasn't you. I'll tell you. I'll be like, okay, beautiful. I was
It
like,
was
was he
probably
talking
your
about me?
mean ass.
I'm not mean.
Oh shit.
Thank you.
You're a mean one.
Ask Lil Baby. I met Lil Baby,
Mr.
and me and Lil
Grinch.
Baby had a good time, and I wasn't mean.
You really are a heel.
They started talking about who is and is not the anchor. I'm the anchor. You the anchor. We the anchor. You
Child.
want to be the anchor.
I
Girl, I
must
ain't
not
care.
have finished the reunion because I don't remember all this shit.
Yeah, that was at the very end.
Oh, okay.
Because he was saying that well, you wanted to be the anchor, and the anchor and Dominique with the meat said the anchor is sitting here and sitting over there and pointed to Tony.
Oh.
And they forward, and then after that, and Dario came. They was arguing, and Dario say, "Hey, baby, it's over. We got to get out of here. Get out."
And Dario said, I need to get my deposit back. Fuck
Baby,
you
y'all
talking
got to get
about.
out of here. I don't know what to tell you. Baby, it's over. Get over
Y'all
it.
ain't got to
It's
go
done.
home. But y'all got to get the hell up out of here.
And that was the whole part two of the reunion with notes.
Okay. So can I say something and then we're
The
gonna
floor is
get off
yours.
of here. I'm gonna do my Real Housewives of Atlanta review on my channel, and then El Teddy is gonna be on Twitch and doing his run your mouth. But let me say something.
My birthday is January 1st.
Oh, okay.
Somebody asked me that.
That was actually Markel that said it's time to go. So
Oh,
let
that
me
was
ask.
Markel, okay.
Let me say something, and this is gonna be the first, last and only time I'm gonna actually address this because it's just not that. It just doesn't play that big of a part in my life. I don't know where Harviana and I went left. I honestly don't. I don't have no beef with Harviana. I met Harviana. We laughed. We joked. We went to brunch. We had a great time. We had drinks. I hung out with Harviana in Dallas this summer when we were in Dallas for Markel's wedding.
Last summer.
So from my best recollection, and the only reason why I'm addressing this is because it's been a conversation and people have been sending me messages and things of that nature. And also, I know the tribe is ready to rock and roll, and I just want the tribe to, it's all good. Let me say this. Somewhere a couple of months ago, Harviana and Dario, well, Harviana fell out with Dario. My issue with it was I felt like Harviana was really going left, and it was a situation that maybe at the time I thought him and Dario could have resolved once he calmed down because he was really upset about some stuff. So yes, I reached out to Harviana and I was like, hey, I think you might want to calm down. I really hope that you and Dario can work this out. Yada 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 yada. Right? So the other night, and I honestly I stopped going to his channel, not because I got beef, but I stopped going to his channel because if I'm being honest, all of his lives have either been him bashing Dario or him bashing Althea. And I'm not interested in that. It does not entertain me. I don't want to hear it. Not because I'm up Dario's ass, because I'm not. I like Dario. I respect him. We're cool. And I'm not going to deny that. So I don't understand where this issue is that he seems to have with me. But I've noticed it over the last couple of months, which is another reason why I stopped going over there. Because I felt like every time I said something, it was an issue. So, I go places. I don't go places where I don't feel like I'm respected. And so the other night, I probably should have done what I've been doing the last couple of months and not been over there. But I clicked the link, and as usual, it was a bash Althea session. And I saw some other people in the chat that was trying to defend Althea, so I was defending Althea. Somehow he throws out Dario, and all these other things. So yes, I clicked the link because I was just trying to figure out what is your issue with me. And for those who were in there, y'all saw the shit went left. It went the way it went. Now, it seems like, I feel like Dario has been throwing some subliminals ever since that situation happened. Okay. I mean, if that makes you happy, it's whatever. But I do have to address something. Sean, I ain't never had no issue with you.
Oh.
I have never had an issue with you. I have defended you. Again, me and Sean have hung out. Sean was really sweet to me when we were there for the reunion. He gave me and Ebbie a ride back to our hotel. We had great conversations. Never had an issue with Sean. So I'm not understanding why I'm getting shade from Sean the other night when y'all were talking about me once again, and Harviana brought up the thing about I said you're releasing private conversations, and Sean made the comment about they're not private conversations. If you was talking to him, it ain't private, and if you wanted them to be private, you should have got him to sign an NDA. Ain't you rich? Ain't you rich? First of all, I don't even know where that's coming from, Sean. I don't have no beef with you, and I get it that Harviana is your homie, and that's cool, but I don't understand where the subliminals are coming from you. I don't even know what you're talking about me being rich. I ain't never said I was rich. I get up every morning and go to work just like everybody else because I need my motherfucking check. So rich to me means I ain't got to go to work. I ain't never said I was rich. So I don't know where you getting that from. So all I'm going to say for the people who... I'm not telling nobody to stop watching Harviana. I'm not telling nobody to stop fucking with Harviana. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I did want to address that because I didn't appreciate feeling like y'all was about to start bashing me. Maybe I'm just on a different level of maturity where I feel like people can disagree and it don't have to be a beef and it don't have to be an issue. And that was always my thing with Harviana. We don't have to agree, Harviana. You feel how you feel about Dario. I don't feel the way you feel about him. You feel how you feel about Nova. I don't feel the way you feel about her. You feel how you feel about Althea. I don't feel how you feel about her. But we could still be cool because I don't understand why any of that has anything to do with our relationships. Me and El Teddy, we hardly ever agree when we review these shows. And we've reviewed everything from Greenleaf to David Makes Man to, RuPaul's... We review all kinds of shit and we hardly ever fucking agree. But that's my nigga. That's my brother. In the Justice League, YB and Dario don't fuck with each other. YB is my nigga. Ain't no issues there. And when he is on his tangent and he cussing Dario out, I ain't over there. You know why? I ain't got no beef with Dario. And I was trying to give that same respect to you by not being over there when you're dragging somebody that I'm cool with. I would do the same thing if it was El Teddy. I would do the same thing if it was Ebbie. I would do the same thing if it was YB. That's because to me that's a level of maturity that I guess everybody just ain't on that same level. So I'm not beefing with nobody. I'm not cussing nobody out. I'm not dragging nobody. I just wanted to understand why every time I drop down in the chat, it seemed to be an issue. But don't worry, I just won't do it anymore. It's cool. It's clearly not a space where I'm welcome. And I don't go places where I'm not welcome. It's real easy. That's all I got. And that's it. I'm done. I don't have nothing else to say. They can drag me until they blue in the face. I'm done with it. Now, I can't say that for nobody. I can't say that for other people. I'm going to say that for me. El Teddy?
Listen.
Thank you for allowing me to use your platform to say what I have to say. You know what, Tracy?
Let me help you understand something. Let me help you understand something. Y'all know I have not had to skull drag nobody in about 2.5 good years. It's been about that long, really, B. It's been about 2.5 good years. that the book of darkness has been under lock and key. But y'all know I'm gonna keep it cute. Leave us out of it. We are the review panel. We don't bother nobody. Everybody seems to hate us, and we're okay with that. Come over here, we do our reviews. After that, we don't think about it, and we go our black asses to work. We go on trips. We have a good time. We be grown as hell, and we just don't be bothered. Don't. We're okay being the hated ones. Just leave us alone. It's okay for the cast. If they don't like us, fine. However, if other reviewers and review panels want to enter the octagon, it's very easy because the way really be an Ebby be skull dragging people and dog walking people. I don't listen. I'm fearful. I'm the one that's gonna come over here and try to mend your wounds, put some bandage and antiseptic on it, and try to make you feel better about how they just skull drug you. I'm the nice one. I just wanted to put that public service announcement out there. You know.
Moving right along.
Anyway, what time you going live, ma'am?
Well, up now. As soon as we sign off of here, I'm going over there.
Okay.
Well, actually, give me a few more minutes because I gotta. Yeah, give me a few. But
No,
give me about 10 minutes.
I'm thinking maybe about 8:30. Is that, or do I need to do 9?
No, you could because I'm just reviewing the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That ain't gonna take me.
Okay.
That ain't gonna take me.
Yeah, because this
long.
episode wasn't all that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say.
Right.
And I feel like I done said what I needed to say over on the Whether You Like It or Not panel, so I ain't got a whole lot more.
I will be live. Today is Twitch Wednesday, y'all. So y'all know we'll be live on Twitch today. We'll be live at 8:30. Y'all come on. Can one of the hall monitors drop the link for Twitch in the chat so people can go and follow or subscribe to Twitch? We'll be there at 8:30. Y'all know we have a good time. When we be on Twitch, we have a good ass time over on Twitch. And we're going to have an equally good time on Twitch today. Because we can play music and stuff if we want on Twitch. You know, we ain't got to worry about YouTube and their fuckery. Anyway, Ebby, you want to tell the people something? Anything? Oh, she on the phone. Y'all follow EbbieReviews. Can I get one of the hall monitors, Lil Baby, Tracy, somebody, to put the links to Ebby and Really Be in the chat and the link to the Twitch in the chat. We had a good time. If you're watching the replay, hit the like button, hype the video up, and please leave a comment. We encourage all comments, good, bad, and in between. We encourage all comments, good, bad, and in between. For those of you all new here, please hit the like button, subscribe to the video. If you need to hit me up, my information is on the bottom. We normally go live over here every day at 5 p.m. We have Run Your Mouth live, and we be live with it every day. Shout out to the pupils. Every day at 5 p.m. you can find us here on YouTube. So lay round 4. I think that's all I got. That's everything, Really Be.
That's it.
We're on your channel next week, right?
I have the grand finale on my channel. The grand finale.
I think we were on Ebby's channel last week.
Okay.
Or were we on your channel?
I don't remember. I
No, I
promise
think
you.
we were on Ebby last week. So
Yeah, because she ain't had no nose.
yeah, because she had no notes. None at all.
Nope, none.
None at all. Not a
Not a-
note the first. So next week we'll be on Really B's channel. Y'all come around next week. I don't know what day. Don't ask me what day. It may be this weekend. Who knows? It may not be next week. It may be this weekend. It's just the show is coming on tonight at 8 o'clock. I think it's tonight at 8.
I don't think I have any. It may be Friday because I don't think I have anything to do Friday.
I don't have nothing to do Friday either. So yeah, let's plan for that. All right, that's all I got for y'all. As I always say, I love y'all. I love all y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They're much obliged. They're much appreciated. I will see most of you all tonight at 8:30 over on Twitch. See me there. That's all. For some others of you all, I'll see you all at 5 p.m. back here on YouTube tomorrow. With that being said, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out. Bye. Love y'all.
Peace.